Good morning all and welcome back to the channel. I am the Ink Northerner. So, not done a pickups video for quite some time. I've been quite busy with work and then various other bits and pieces. I've just had my loft boarded out as well, so I can start getting rid of some of the stuff that's in the room and get that up and sort the games room out properly. So yeah, over the time I've built up a reasonable amount of pickups, so I thought I would go through them. There is a big sort of difference between my my blue spines and my green spines. I've got quite a lot more blue spines than green spines for once. So without further ado, let's get into the pickups. So first pickup I got, I picked this up just because I want to play it, and that is YouTubers Life. OMG. Create your own videos and channels, meet famous YouTubers, attend exclusive events and parties, share your experiences with your followers. It's going to be interesting to play. I know it had a sequel as well, so I just thought I would have a go at it. Next up, pretty cheap game to be fair. It's a sort of top-down strategy game set in a fantasy world, and that is Torment: Tides of Numeria. So as well as the game in this, you get the soundtrack. You also get this map of the area. It's quite a big map really, but we'll fold that all out. So it's quite a large map. Not my style of game, but it was on my list, so I'm interested to give it a go actually. And as I say, you get the soundtrack with it as well. And then a platformer that I've liked the look of for a while, I've just never got round to it. It might be absolutely awful, I don't know, but that is Ari and the Secret of the Seasons. You master the power of the seasons, so I imagine you get hold of the different seasons and you use them to complete levels. Again, that's all I know about it. I've only watched a couple of minutes of somebody doing it playing it on YouTube. And the last two Xbox games that I've got, the first one is the Little Nightmares Complete Edition. So this includes the DLC with it as well. I got this cheap on Amazon. I've wanted to play it. It was on Game Pass and I never got round to it, and then it came off Game Pass, so I just never got round to it, to playing it. I've now got it. It's very much reminds me of more of a sort of more cartoonified, but more set in a more of a fairy tale type realm. Game similar to Limbo or Inside, and along with the first one, I picked up the second one. So that was it for the green spines. I'll put them up there for now. We've got some blue spines to go through. So quite a few of them actually, which surprised me. The first one I've got is Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. So these are sort of JRPG type game, I believe. You can see some of the images on the back there. It's a massive series of games, and yeah, I just decided to grab it. It's only on PlayStation as well, which is the reason that I actually have grabbed this. And then I also picked up Frank's Big Package, Dead Rising. So it's Dead Rising 4, Frank's Big Package. So I believe on the disc this includes all of the DLC. So we'll see if that's the case. But it was only £6. Game I got off of the Game Collection. Looks like an interesting platform. I've not seen anybody ever talk about it, but it's Heaven Remains. It's like a pixelated platformer, if you can see there. It does look quite fun. Generally when these have some slip covers, there's also the bonus material with them. And then one of the more expensive ones that I picked up, although it had dropped dramatically, was the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It's roguelite, I believe, type game. It's a dungeon crawling shooter. Again, very sort of cartoony, pixelated. It looks quite interesting. I think it was a Vita game originally. I might have that wrong. It might have been PlayStation 3. Another only on PlayStation title that I picked up is Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess. Not something I know much about, so I can't even tell you what it is about, but I picked it up because it was only on PlayStation. And then really this is the last one, but I picked up a copy of Anthem, but this is just a donor case. This is going to be a donor case for this next one. That is Seran Kaguga, Esteel Versus. It looks like a fighting game, if I'm honest. Again, it's another only on PlayStation title, so I picked that up. And the last PlayStation 4 game, as people might have seen, we are doing kind of like a book club for the 52 game challenge, and Murdered Soul Suspect is on there. So, sorry, Murdered Soul Suspect is the game that we picked up. So I picked up a PlayStation 4 copy. I was wondering why it wasn't in the case then for a second, but it's actually in the console. So I completed it on Xbox One and the 360, so I'm going to play it on PlayStation 4, contemplating streaming it maybe. And then I have some more Blue to show off, but I made a very, very large pickup and got the special edition Spider-Man PlayStation 5, mainly because I want to play Spider-Man. Unfortunately, this only includes a digital copy of the game and not a physical copy, but that's fine. My digital copy at the moment's up there with some stuff that reminds me of Retro Kit. So I got that, and then I decided I would pick up some PlayStation 5 games. I'm going to do the same with the PS5. I'm just going to pick up stuff that interests me or isn't available on physically on Xbox. And the first one I picked up was The Persistence. These are all off the game collection. They were all, I think the most expensive one was £15, the rest were sort of £7 each, something like that. I also picked up survival horror Oxide, The Room 104. It just looked interesting. I don't know much about it, but we'll give it a go. Again, another one just interesting because of the artwork, and that is Time on Frog Island. It's an exploration game, and puzzle solving. It looks very, I'm not going to say Zelda-esque, but in that sort of vibe. And then the last one that I picked up, I've seen a few people playing this, so I decided to pick it up, and that is Madison. So that was my pickups in terms of gaming pickups. I'm going to do a separate one because I've had a lot of Blu-ray pickups recently. I'm going to start showing some more of my Blu-ray stuff. I want to start getting back into some of the film reviewing as well. I've got a film review to do for Steve Cooper over at Cooper's World. I'll get that done and then get on to doing some other bits and pieces. Now I've not got time, but now I've got a bit more energy about things. But yeah, that was it. Quite a lot there really, plus the PlayStation 5. I'm looking forward to getting Spider-Man 2 played. It looks a lot better than Miles Morales did. So with that, all that's left for me to do is thank you for watching. I have been the Ignoring Nerd. I will catch you on the next one.